Hello, my positive stars. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing my own nails. I really enjoy doing them. It is something that I definitely love doing. I am a nail technician, so I do nails by day and ASMR by night. I love what I do. I love both of the fields that I work in. I love them because I get to work with people, and that's one thing that I definitely enjoy. So first, I'm taking off all of my top coat. I want to make sure that I remove all of the top coat. That way that I don't leave any top coat left behind. I also am using a nail drill, and this I make sure that I have at 15 RPMs. That way it is not too rough on my nails, and that way my nail beds do not get sore or damaged. So make sure you are very careful when you're going around your cuticles. Very gentle, and then making sure you're removing the excess. That looks great. I'm going to go ahead and switch now, and I'm going to go ahead and take off my top coat off of my right hand now, making sure to remove all of the excess, which is great. Making sure I am very careful, like I said, around those cuticles. You want to be gentle and just make sure you are careful. Alright, so now I'm going to be being very, very gentle on my natural nail bed. Now moving on to getting that excess top coat off. I'm super excited about the new set that I'm going to be doing. It's very colorful, it has lots of sparkles, so I'm super excited, and I'm going to be using lots of different colors. I definitely enjoy doing nails so much. I get different requests all the time from my clients, so that's super, super fun. And I, of course, do my family's nails, so they so much love it, of course. They are always like, can I get my nails? Can I get in for an appointment? And of course, I'm not going to say no. I love doing their nails. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut in the design that I want into the acrylic, which I'm using my carbide burr, and I'm drilling in my design. That way when I go to place my acrylic into that design, the color that I am placing will pop that design out. Alright, so it looks like everything else looks wonderful. I'm going to just dust this off. Shake, shake. Alright, cool beans. Now I'm going to use some swipe. This is 99%. This is a alcohol to dehydrate my nail beds to make sure that I'm not leaving anything behind. This is Bond. I'm going to go ahead and put it on twice. This is what helps the acrylic adhere to the acrylic. Now I want to make sure that it is completely dry before I go ahead and place the new acrylic on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you each color. Wonderful. Alright, I'm super excited. Here we go. I have my monoburr and I got my brush. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And I also have my clear, which is to go ahead and use at the end of placing all the colors to encase. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the nail where I went ahead and used that drill, and I drilled in that design. So I'm just going to take the color that I wanted to go ahead and fill in with, and I went ahead and placed that in there. That way I can go ahead and get that design and that look that I was looking for. Alright, perfect. Now I'm just going to make sure to finish this up and make sure the design is what I was wanting. Alright, just a little more, and I am happy with this. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and work on the next one. That one I am going to go ahead and make sure to use different colors. So I'm going to be starting off by using some pink and a little bit of lighter pink on top. That way I can get the look that I'm looking for. That way I can go ahead and blend it in, of course. So I'm going to blend, 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 swipe, and brush, 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 brush. Now I'm going to go ahead and take purple, purple, purple. That way I can tap, 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 tap that color in. And now I can go ahead and get my blues. That blue I really, really like. Super pretty. Definitely is popping. Just adding a little bit of that black. I'm going to swipe and tap, 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 tap. And we have the yellow, yellow. I'm going to do a circle motion, tap, 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 brush, tap, brush, 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 brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my pink around that circle. And I'm going to make sure to softly blend that in. Blend. And now I'm going to take the pink and bring it down just a little more. That way I can go ahead and blend it and get that blended effect. Then I'm going to clean up that excess, clean, 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 and get some of that blue and make a little bit of a water color effect. Now I'm going to place the pink, tap, 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 and swipe and tap, 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 tap. And then I'm going to go ahead and brush, brush, brush. Bring that color around. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my thumb and wipe, wipe, tap, 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 tap. Perfect. And tap, 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 tap. And now I'm going to place my blue, tap, 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 and the pink. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring that up and tap, tap, tap. I'm liking that. Very satisfied with that. Now I'm wanting a little more color here, so I'm going to add a little bit more. That way it has a little bit fuller color. And then a little bit of black. We're going to swipe, swipe, tap, 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 tap. Just anywhere. It does not have to be perfect. We're just going to get that black color effect in there. Alright, I'm super satisfied with this, so I'm ready to go ahead and encase all 5 of my nails with the clear coat. I want to make sure that I encase my nails that way that the acrylic colors stay adhered, and making sure that I waited to place the clear on the pinky until the blue acrylic was dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and continue on by placing the clear acrylic on each of the nails. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and start with the second design on the other hand. And remember, I'm just doing a design that I thought would be super fun and different, and I'm just going with the flow. I don't really have anything that I'm guiding off of or any pictures that I'm looking at. I'm kind of just going with these are the colors that I really want, and let's mix them up and put them together. Alright, so I just cleansed my other hand with the alcohol, and now I'm going to go ahead and place my form. This is going to make sure it's underneath that natural nail perfectly flush, so that I can go ahead and I apologize, the acrylic. Sorry about that, I bumped the table with my knee. Alright, like I said, you want to make sure to put 2 coats of the primer on your nail beds, just for the fact that, like I said, it is like double-sided sticky tape, so it is amazing to make sure that that acrylic sticks, especially since we are using different colors. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with my yellow. I kind of have a different fun design for this one. I want to make sure that I'm using all of the different colors, and even though it's a small nail bed, I want to make sure that I can get all of the desired colors that I wanted. So I'm satisfied with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my other finger, my ring finger. And this one I want kind of the watercolor effect like the other one, so I want to make sure to do that. I dip that in my Wannaber and a little bit more color and place it. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and build up this nail. I want to make sure that it's going to go ahead and be built with the colors that I'm going to be using. Now I just want to make sure that I swipe, 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 tap, tap, and make sure I get that the same shape as the other nails. Alright, now I'm going to brush, 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 and tap, tap, tap. There we go, just like that. Alright, great. I'm loving how that turned out. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my finger and my index, I should say, and then I'm going to go ahead and bring the purples and blues into it because I really enjoyed the purple and blue on the other finger nail. So I'm going to go ahead and use some pinks on this one. Perfect. And swipe, swipe, tap, 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 swipe, tap, 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 liquid, liquid, tap, 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 swipe, swipe, brush, 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 liquid, powder, tap, 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 brush, 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 by getting the look that you want. Wonderful. I'm very, very happy with this. Now I can go ahead and encase each one with that clear coat, which is perfect. Now I'm going to make sure to go ahead and move on to the next one, making sure that it is close to that cuticle and that everything is encased in. Wonderful. I'm very pleased with this middle nail. I'm loving the color with the pink and the yellow. It kind of sets itself apart from the rest because this one I did not add any black, so I was pleased with that. Alright, so I'm encasing this one here. I love the pinks, the purples, and blues. And now I'm going to swipe, 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 tap, 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 and make sure that one is completely cased in. Alright, I'm loving this look. I definitely am happy with the way that these ones turned out. Alright, now it's time to file. Okay, so I'm just going around each of the nail beds, making sure that I'm filing that shape that I like and making sure too much filing needs to be done because I just need to go around and make sure that there's no excess acrylic around that nail. No sharp edges or anything. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and file my left hand completely, and then once I am done filing this, file, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, file, 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 perfect. And now I'm going to go ahead and do each of the top of the nail beds. Want to make sure that they are completely filed and I have no bumps and I have no sharp edges. That way once I go in place my top coat on, everything is flawless because I've already removed any bumps and I've already removed anything that is sharp around the edges. Alright, so I'm on my thumb, perfect. Now I'm going to want to go ahead and get my drill again. I'm going to want to place my burr and I'm going to want to go around all the cuticle just to make sure it's completely cleaned up and it's looking good. So I'm going to continue to clean, clean, clean all around those cuticles, cuticles, cuticles. Cuticle, cuticle, cuticle. Thumbs up on that. Now we're going to go ahead and clean underneath the nail beds. each and every one. Perfect. All right, thumbs up. Let's go ahead and do the other hand. All right, so I'm going to file, 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 back and forth, back and forth. File, 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 back and forth, back and forth. File, 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 back and forth, back and forth. All right, and as I go, I double check to make sure my finger length is the same on each hand and making sure that they're lined up. All right, I'm definitely liking how this is turning out. All right, making sure I have no bumps, like I said, no sharp edges, making sure to remove any of that, because we definitely do not want any of that. All right, wonderful. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean underneath these nail beds. That way everything is cleaned underneath. Now I'm buffing and I'm going to smooth out all of the nails. That way when I go ahead and place my top coat, it is smooth as a baby's bottom. Alright, those nail beds are super smooth, so I'm going to go ahead and get alcohol. I want to make sure that I remove any of that debris that was left over, so we want none of that on our nail beds, okay? So get that dust away. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some glitter. I really love this glitter, 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 glitter. Everybody loves glitter. Super beautiful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and polish that glitter on each of the nails, nails, nails. Brush, 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 brush. Beautiful. And I'm going to brush, 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 brush. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and make sure I add a little bit more on each nail. That way I can go ahead and get my gems placed. So I'm going to go ahead and place some black gems on each of my nails. That way I can give it a little bit of pop. I really enjoy using gems just because it really brings out the nails, and also because who doesn't like gems in their life, right? Alright, I'm loving the positioning there. Perfect. Alright, I want to double check. Looking good. Go ahead and cure that in the light for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Alright, I take it out real quick after 10 seconds because I'm going to add these other 2 stones to make a butterfly. Alright, I'm loving that, so I'm going to go ahead and add I'm going to go ahead and put my hands back in the light to cure for exactly 1 minute and 20 seconds. Perfect. And then I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And next, I'm going to make sure to move on and do my next hand. All right. So I am just loving this. I cannot wait to do my other hand. Oh, I'm loving this. Perfect thumbs up on that. All right, great. Now I'm going to take the alcohol, and swipe, swipe, swipe. Now I'm taking my favorite glitter polish and brush, 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 getting these nails all glitterified and beautified. Brush, 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 brush. Wonderful. All right. Brush, 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 brush. Perfect. Gotta get those dots on there because I need to go ahead and add those add those gems. Because like I said, who doesn't like gems, right? Alright, so I'm going to get those black gems just placed here. Once I do get each of them placed, then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I have them in each spot that I want them in before I cure. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and add those other 2 while I'm at it before I even cure it for 10 seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and add those other 2 gems to make that butterfly effect. Alright, so I am liking it. Just double checking. Check, 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 check. Alright, I'm liking the positioning of each and every one. Great, so I'm going to go ahead and cure that for 1 minute and 20 seconds. Alright, closing everything up and just waiting for the finished results so that I can go ahead and get them all cleansed. So I can go ahead and place my top coat. Alright. I definitely am so happy with these colors, colors, colors. They are stunning, stunning, stunning. Alright, let's go ahead and get this top coat. We're going to go ahead and put that on each one of the nail beds. That way we can go ahead and get them cured. And every single one encased, of course. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the other hand. Perfect. We want to make sure that we have each of the nails encased with the polish. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and make sure that that is cured. Perfect. And while I'm waiting and curing this hand, I'm just going to go ahead and get these excess gems that I did not use, of course, back in the case, because of course I'm going to be using them next time. If any of my clients want some gems, or any of my family wants some gems, or of course when I do my nails again, if I want gems. Alright, thumbs up on that. Looks like both of my nails are cured, hands are cured, so I'm going to go ahead and clean it with alcohol. Alright, now I have my cuticle oil and my hemp lotion. I'm going to go ahead and apply cuticle oil to all of my cuticles just like that. And I'm going to finish off with some lotion. Wonderful. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.